Only
Only
can keep.
53. 53. Yo,
What
yo,
up?
yo,
What
yo.
up?
What's
What
up?
up?
What's up, man? Y'all heard of bullshit coming in. We just sitting back just talking about what this roster might look like, man, because we back in the building with one more training camp battle, man. We're gonna give y'all a little thought of what's going on with the safety position. It's gonna be quick, fast, in a hurry because there's only 6 on the team, and we pretty much know which way they're gonna go. But that's neither here nor there. Still have about 16 spots on the practice squad. So a lot of these players that don't make the final 53 will go to the practice squad. I just hope they don't cut the wrong one. That's the only thing I'm
Mm,
praying for.
that's the
But
wrong one.
cut the wrong one, but y'all know how we do it, man. Pop up boys, man, bring y'all a quick show, man,
Saturday.
probably about 15, 20 minutes at max because training camp is tomorrow. And
Yeah, they
man, we're
back
gonna
in the
be in the
building
building.
today. They
Yeah, they
back in
back in the
the
building. And if
building.
y'all ain't look on Twitter, Kyle Pitts bullshitting already.
Yeah.
So
Hey
I
man, he
mean
just showing
football,
everybody that foot. That foot is okay. He just showing
hey
everybody that
man,
foot is okay.
hey man, you need to keep them foots on the ground. That's all I got to
Boots
say.
on the ground.
Uh the foots on the ground, the foots
Foots on the
with an
ground.
S. Foots. Yeah,
Foots on the
foots.
ground. Gotcha.
That one.
Hey man, what's going
Uh
on? Y'all come on in. How y'all doing? Rise up. It is training camp
yeah,
time. Yes, it is time to get excited. It's time to cut jokes. It's time to get, what I'm saying, have that good spirit, good energy. All I'm asking is the Atlanta Falcons to stay healthy in training camp, preseason. Let's go after this season, man. Football is really officially back because now officially all 32 teams are in their respective training camps. Uh, yes, it is football season yet again. This is awesome.
yep. You know it. Shout out to the chat right quick. Our boy William Amy in the building, man. Will, what's up, my guy? Robert Blackman. He always tune in for the pop-up shows, man. Shout out to Rob.
Rob,
Hamster was good. Big 1 555 was good.
happening? What's happening? Rise
Juwan
up,
Johnson. We're
everybody.
gonna get right into that. But we we actually we already went over the
I'm about
corners.
to
If
say
you
we
want to go
talked
back
about the
to our
corners.
cornerbacks, training camp battles. Yeah, so yeah, y'all can go back and check that out on either one of our channels, A1 Forever or Smitty Sports Machine, and look at our cornerbacks. We had a pretty extended conversation on that training camp battle because it was lit. Phil Crawford
Mm,
was good, my guy. Georgia, Texas boy was good.
what's
Yeah,
happening?
new
What's
era is here, man. Michael Penix in his second year.
rise up?
Mike said that's why he ain't brought no Pitts jersey.
Cause that
But you
be it.
buy it, but think about it though. If you buy it, it'll be a throwback after a while. So it's gonna
We'll
always
see
be
what happens.
useful.
What's good, Mix City Masters Production, LL Sizzle. What up, Ron?
Ron, what's up,
What's
man?
happening?
Yeah, man. Like Phil say, man, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. While we
Yes, sir.
give y'all our quick thoughts on these safety, man.
What's
Will,
happening,
I
AD?
don't think Helen's gonna start.
Oh,
You
what's happening,
stretching
Q
with that
Lamb?
one, Will, because yeah, you stretching it with that Helen's might start, but we finna get into that.
We're gonna
But
see.
safety position. Let's go and look at it
Uh-huh.
right, fella. I'm gonna put it up from the jump. Gonna put it up from the jump, man. As we look at it, man, we know who the start. Well, we know one of the starters are,
Who
and
that
that's
is?
Mr. Jesse Bates, Mr.
Oh, I
All
think
Pro,
I heard of him.
going to the. I think this is the last year of his deal, correct?
Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me
I
on that. I
I
don't
can
know why
look
I
it up,
want to say.
but
I don't know why I want to say he got like what?
I want to say it is because I remember saying that I think they should go and extend him no matter what. But if you look at I'm looking at Sports Rack right now. He has exactly.
Yeah,
Y'all
runs
in the
through
chat, y'all can help us out.
2026.
1 more year. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he got one
this
more
year,
year.
yeah. So it was a 4 year deal and not a 3 year deal. So he had
That's why I was
his base
thinking it might
salary
be.
this year is 14 million with signing bonus and incentives. The cap hit is 22.25. So he has 1 more year. And honestly, this year I was just going to get it done, man, get it out the way. But as I was saying,
It's all, but
um,
it's all it's what the player wants to
you look
do
at
too.
Jesse Bates. Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's just like home to him, man. And I don't see him going back to Cincinnati, man. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. As the way they
Oh,
defense looking right now, they'll be lucky if they get a undrafted rookie to start on that team, man. That front office so bad. That situation with their first round pick, that's pretty sad, man. You just hate it for the kid. Work hard to get to this level and then to get cheated in his contract. And it is just with the writing. But
yeah,
Jesse Bates is still only 28 years old. Y'all got to remember, so he's still young. But
yeah,
last
very
year,
much.
Jesse Bates, another 100 tackle season. Yeah, another 100 tackle season, had one sack, four forced fumbles. And y'all know he's always around the football.
Mm-hmm.
10 pass breakups,
Yep.
one interception return for a touchdown, which y'all saw, and
Yep.
four interceptions altogether in all 17 games. So
Hold on.
we
Wait a minute
already
now.
know Jesse Bates is
Wait a minute now. He
he's a
was
home
ranked
run,
number
man.
one among NFL safeties. It's in per PFF too as well, man. We're talking about a guy who led the team in tackles for loss and forced fumbles. Our leader, the alpha of the defense, the captain of the defense. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Bates, man.
Agreed. Um, but we all know what Jesse Bates gonna do, man. It's a foregone conclusion. Georgia, Texas boy, I agree. He being held accountable, but at the same time, I mean, they shouldn't be trying to short the man on his guaranteed money. I mean, first now don't get me wrong. First round picks make a good chunk of money. But the
Mm-hmm.
lower you go in the first round, the less the blow is. Because I think at the top is about 40 million for a fully guaranteed. But by the time you get into that 17 to 20 range, you probably already down for, I would say, uh $20 million, if that. By the time you get in that range, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
So and the way these second round picks getting their money guaranteed now, it shouldn't be a problem. Cincinnati should be signing that kid. So I mean, hey, it happens. But
It does.
yeah, as I
But
was
hey,
saying,
I about to say, let's get
yeah,
back
go
to
ahead.
these Falcons. Let's get back to these
Yeah,
Falcons,
that's what
man.
I was gonna do.
Yeah, because okay, because we know who the alpha is. We ain't even got to keep going on and on about Jesse, right? But
Right.
outside of Jesse being the lock, the real question is who gonna be the number two?
Yeah, man, that's a good question, and I'm sort of debating it right now because as I look at it, we know DeMarco Hellams is coming back from an ankle injury, and he should
Mhm.
be fully healed almost because it's been almost 12 months. Because he actually got injured in the first preseason game, and the first preseason game is 3 weeks from tomorrow. Then you look at Jordan Fuller, who they brought in from Carolina, who played under Raheem Morris in LA. So this is why I think he will probably get the other starting spot to start off. But you
Mhm.
could see a lot of three safety sets in the scheme where you have Fuller and Bates and maybe Watts on the field at the same time. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. But right now, if I had to take my pick, I would go with Jordan Fuller just because he knows exactly what Raheem Morris expects.
Yeah, of course, and he's reliable in deeper zones. You're talking about Jordan Fuller, veteran depth, play familiarity. You already know that's one word. Let's not forget about that. So they like him. So he could possibly start. It doesn't mean he's going to stay there, but we're talking about week one. Depending on what happens, you could see that. But that's what training camp is for. And we also have a guy who was a two-time consensus All-American who was a guy who had 13 interceptions, 17 pass defense, two forced fumbles, 117 tackles in college. I'm talking about our rookie Xavier Watts. And I believe if he flashes enough, he could overtake Jordan. It's really Jordan Fuller because he have the seniority, should I say, and the familiarity with Coach Morris. I feel
Right,
like it's his
right.
job to lose. It's kind of like his job to lose, but you look at it, Watts is definitely going to be a guy that we're looking at that could possibly be the starting safety. The biggest question mark and wild card, aka the gray area, would be DeMarco Hellams, a guy who's physical, downhill, strong safety type of guy. almost reminds you of like how William Moore used to be, a guy just a downhill thumper. We know he has to improve in both in coverage, zone and man. He has time. He had
Right.
time to heal, but it's like, can he carve his way out and be one of those guys to maybe be like the big nickel, and can he compete for those kind of snaps as well?
Right. Right. And if you look at how they've been raving about Xavier Watts, and if y'all didn't see that quick preview they did when he got drafted about how he loves to be around the football, y'all got to remember
Yeah, man.
a couple of these players on the Falcon team they played multiple positions. Xavier Watts has played linebacker. Xavier Watts has played wide receiver. So his
That's how.
instincts are going to hit a little different, which is why I don't understand at times why it's so hard for Troy Anderson to transition into being a full-time linebacker, because y'all got to remember he was a former running back and quarterback. So he should, some of the offensive um, offensive system that he should be familiar with, depending on how he looks at things. But it all really depends too on how they're advancing in the film room, how
Mhm.
well they can see what's going on with the field, to talk to their coaches and let the coaches know what they see. And once they get acclimated to the film room and the veterans working with them on the field, I think Xavier Watts could see the field as early. But as far as starting, if I had to say starting, I would
That
probably
that means
say
he's blowing the doors off.
mid-season if he's gonna be a starter. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
give it to him right away, because as I said,
Jordan
Jordan
Fuller.
Fuller has that experience, man, and experience matters. And Coach Morris preaches familiarity. That's why you see him go out and get Jordan Fuller. That's why you see him
Right.
go out and get a Leonard Floyd, because he's familiar with them. So yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
and one thing, another thing I want to add about, just so we're talking about Jordan Fuller, he's also a strong
okay,
communicator too.
right,
He can
right,
he communicates well
absolutely,
on the field, and you're gonna need that, especially with a guy who is, like I said, the captain of defense, and Jesse Bates. That guy, and having a strong communicator next to him, you need that rangy, reliable, smart player that's going to be next to him to start. Not saying that Watts can't fulfill that role, but he is a rookie, and so he's going to have his learning curve. So I can like
right,
again, I say it's Jordan Fuller's job to lose because Helms is coming off an injury. Watts is a rookie, and we only have 6 safeties. But
right.
technically, we have more than that because I I'm sorry, William Amy, because I know you fit to come for me, but we can't forget about Kevin King, a guy who is versatile at corner and
And
safety.
he's a seasoned rookie, a seasoned veteran. I'm sorry,
Yeah, I was
he's
about
a
to
seasoned veteran.
say.
Yeah,
Smitty just took a shot at him. Yeah, he's saying he plays like a rookie out there. No, but you think about that, but it's not just him. You also look at Josh Thompson. That's a guy that is an underrated name. Plays safety, but also can play some big nickel, backup corner. You already spoke on it, bro.
but it's
We like,
crazy. Why do you if he's that versatile? Why do they have him listed as a linebacker?
man. See, well, now that's what's my man name? What's his name?
Jerry
Malik
Gray.
Vernon. Malik Vernon. That's who they have.
Okay,
Listed as the linebacker. We'll see what happens with him. Like they're like when you think about Ulbrich, you think about Jamal
I'm
Adams.
sorry. You're right. Josh Thompson. Right. He had safety. Right. Right.
Right. You think about players like Jamal Adams. You kind of look at Malik Vernon to be, I guess, like a diet version of that. If that is even accurate. But I feel like he's on the bubble. He possibly could get cut or practice squad, but that Josh Thompson kid, he possibly could be special teams. He's a very coachable player from what I've read about him. And again, special teams, we got to have special teams aces, and he is a flexible one and a flexible DB5. And how we play and the players that we draft, we like guys that can do multiple things. We like how we bring in guys who can do multiple things. So that's why, like, I'm just looking at how the Falcons move, and I'm just assuming that they're going to continue to move in the same way, having that positionless depth, that positionless football, guys that can do multiple things. And when you look at guys like DeMarco Helms, Hitman Helms, as I like to call him, I'm looking to see where he can carve his way out against guys who are more versatile on paper than him. So
Right.
I'm really excited, but also cautious to see what Hitman Helms can bring in training camp because he has an uphill battle, you know what I'm saying? And he's pushing that stone up the hill.
And I think too, what works well with Kevin King is he plays special teams too. He's a pretty good special teams gunner. This is a guy that's battled back from multiple injuries in the last 45 years to make
Mhm.
it back to this point. So he's going to have that extra drive to keep everything going in the right direction. But if you look at Jordan Fuller, he was with the Titans. He doesn't have big numbers, but he's that special teams guy. And he's another one of those guys that special team that we've been talking about with special team players on this roster. You have
Mhm.
about 5 to 6 that could make this team just because of special teams.
Yes,
You talk,
because of
you, you talk about D'Angelo Malone, who we've talked about all off season. You look at Kevin King; he can play. What's the other kid that we got? He's a wide receiver. Out of he played for Jacksonville. He's a special teams guy. Kadera Hodge, Jamal Agnew is his name.
yeah, yeah,
So special teams
yeah. Jamal
is
Agnew
going to be
is another guy.
it's going to be a reason why a lot of these right, a lot of the reason why a lot of these guys make the team. Nick Cubits, I can see him making the team as a special teams guy.
Yeah, special teams for big.
So yeah, Billy Bowman, Kobe Bryant, Keith Taylor is a special teams guy. Exactly what they brought him in for, to be a special teams guy.
It's
So
gonna be
when you look at this safety position, I'm going Fuller and Bates. Then I think Xavier Watts and DeMarco Helms, Kevin King, and I think Josh Thompson ends up on the practice squad
mm-hmm.
or on another team. But I think they keep Kevin King, the veteran, as a backup. So I think they keep
Right.
5 safeties. So
Yeah,
that's my
I
my
can
thought.
I can agree with that. I mean, if Malik Vernon can come in and show that he can be more versatile and valuable than Kevin King, then maybe. But Kevin King already has that seniority again. What's good, family? He already has that seniority already. You already know he has that familiarity with the coaching staff. So what's good, Kerry? How you feeling? And
Hey,
everything.
Kerry, this season over. I hate to see it. It's
Man,
over with.
man, let's get ready for Falcons because football is back, Kerry. Let's get our spirits up and keep them up about these football
Yeah,
Falcons.
we going. Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah,
Cause
because I
yeah,
mean
The
it's
Braves
back.
out of it. They out of it.
Oh man, I hate it for the Bravos, but the thing about it is everybody has a down year. Everybody has to go up, and then they come back down. So we'll see what happens next year for the Braves. But right now, it's bad.
Yeah, George Texas boy, I do see them run a lot of three safety looks, especially
I
with
do.
Jesse Bates playing over the top. I could definitely see that, especially against big wide receivers like a Mike Evans. I could
Right.
definitely see it because when AJ plays Mike Evans for some reason, and it's not just
I'm
AJ,
about
it's
to say,
anybody
I'm
in that
about to say,
field.
come on,
Yeah,
Smith. It's not
yeah,
just
yeah,
AJ. You know?
it's anybody. You can't contain Mike Evans. Only Mike Evans can do that. So yeah, I can see a lot of three safety looks with these guys because it's as I've said, Billy Bowman, who played safety in college, he's going to be a nickel corner in the NFL. So he's an added piece of
Safety, bro.
protection as far as against the run game. So you
And,
talk about a
and that's
physical.
another versatile player, bro. We see that's what I'm saying. Another versatile player. He playing that he listed at corner, but we know he can play safety as well. So it's like the versatility is there. We have a great problem because what they're going to be doing is mixing and matching, seeing where they can put players, where they put the best place to put them on the field, playing to their strengths. It's exciting because you have all this versatility that you're coming into training camp with. You can arguably say that this season is one of the most anticipated off seasons from the quarterback standpoint and the offense.
Right.
You look at the defense, all these young lads that's coming in that's trying to make the Falcons, and all these guys that we just drafted that's going to come in too, man. So it's exciting times, they're really exciting times. I agree with you as far as the safety. I agree that all four of the first four guys are going to make it. And I'm looking at Kevin King to be still around. I just believe that they like him. Josh Thompson, versatility again, like I said before, so he can possibly stay around. So really, it's on Malik Vernon and what you gonna do, pick big dog, and who can you possibly overtake? Because, like I said, it may be like five safeties for real
But you
with some
want
versatility.
what I would say it again, like I said on the show we did the other day.
Mm,
Um, I would be interested to see what they're gonna do with these safeties, man. Because guys like DeMarco Hellams and Xavier Watts, you talk about fast, quick guys. I could see them using them more as blitzers this season, and I think it's going to be a plus. And this is why I said if we get a lot of sacks, a lot of them are not going to come from who we think with the edge rushers and the defensive tackles. We can see a defensive back with at least 3 to 4 sacks. So it's just how are they going to game plan, and this is why I said the other day, with so much talent and speed and athleticism in the defensive backfield,
mm-hmm.
use it. Try to mix in a little bit of zone blitz, because like I said, with guys like Zach Harrison, Morgan Fox, who can probably drop back in coverage, Brandon Dorless could. So it's just all in what they want to do. But if I'm this defensive coaching staff, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of zone blitz and use these safety to get out to the quarterback, because I know they have the speed and athleticism to get there. I already know that they're going to help improve this run defense, because Xavier Watts and Billy Bowman both know how to set the edge. So I mean, it's just, as I've been telling y'all, it's just all up into the coaching staff and what they want to do.
We've already said it many times. Terry went and got the groceries, so now it's all on the coaching staff to put them in the right places and make everything translate from the film room to the football field to game day. So that,
Right.
yeah, said I'm excited for all the competition that we have. Said so many positions. It's been a long time since we had that. Yes, it has. Got to fight for your spot. That's how it's got. That's how it is for good football teams, and that's true. That is true, and that's what I've said before, Smitty. What we gotta do, we gotta be the bullies, man. Let the best Falcon player win their jersey. That's what it's all about, man. And I'm sorry, that's including. I gotta ask this question because he is on the bubble. We still gotta see what he has. What he has, but could Helms get edged out by Malik Vernon? Could Helms be?
Ooh,
I'm
man.
just saying, big nickel roll. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to do the same thing with him. Try to see if he can play the big nickel role. Like
That's
I'm
a
just
good
throwing.
question, man. But I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay, I'm with you.
Um, one name that's not on here, and I don't know if they're gonna bring him back or if he's on another team right now, is Michael
Oh, Abernathy.
Abernathy.
Yeah, Abernathy.
Yeah, he played okay last year, and he's a veteran president that's been here for a while. But yeah, I couldn't see that happening, Chris. Like I said, I'm a roll with Fuller and Watts behind Bates. But DeMarco Hellams, he's gonna be a distant third to me. Kevin King may jump DeMarco Hellams. I'm gonna just keep it real, just
Mhm.
basically because of the injury.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can't overlook it. I mean, you can't overlook it. I'm trying to see what's going on with. Yeah, okay. So Abernathy, I know we placed him on injured reserve. The knee injury. Not sure exactly what's going to be his status moving forward. The question I seen about Josh Thompson, now, not that Josh Thompson. The last team that Thompson played for was the Houston Texans.
Houston Texans,
So,
yeah.
yeah, he played for the Houston Texans. So yeah, that is that guy. So I mean, maybe Nate Alley knows him. So so we'll see what happens with that as well. But
Yeah,
again,
Phil say if they go three safety looks, what combo would be best for that? I'm gonna
woo,
just keep it like I said. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna just keep it like it was, like I said. The
what
top
you got?
three. I can see
Okay,
Bates, Fuller, and Watts, and I can see Watts playing in the inside in the nickel position, and I can see Jesse Bates playing over the top,
right, right.
single high.
I like that. I like that. I'm gonna throw a little curveball. You could end up seeing if they all stay. You could end up seeing Bates, Watts, Helms, depending on what's going on. Depending on,
Yeah,
especially like
how they
it's
want
like
to
in
use
the
them.
box,
Yeah,
especially in the box where Helms can thrive the most, tight space. He making the tackle. So yeah, like hey, if he stays around and makes the team, I can see that going as well, especially since you already took Jordan Fuller. I mean, he's definitely a better communicator than Helms is, So it's just we'll see what happens. It's all
And
going to
don't
come
get me wrong.
stuff.
Don't get me wrong. Helm's strong suit in college was his leadership. That was one of his strongest qualities, which is why the Falcons took him in the 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
But again, coming away from an injury, and we don't know where he is right now in his recovery process, and they really haven't said much about it. So we'll see how he keeps progressing during the preseason and early in training camp. And then by the time we get to week 1, we'll know exactly where we are. Because we are only about a month and a half before cuts come. So it's just and one thing about Hillen, what I said with that zone blitz technique is he could get after the quarterback. He doesn't have home run speed, but depending on how they're attacking the offense, he can get after the quarterback because he had that type vision on the field. But as Chris said, in today's NFL, at safety, you have to be able to cover in man and zone. So now one thing that does work to his advantage is being around Jesse Bates, just like the rest of these young guys. A lot of these younger guys can learn from him, and hopefully DeMarco Hellens has picked up some things in the film room and on the practice field from Jesse Bates. Mm-hmm. And hopefully he turned it around, and hopefully he can take his game to the next level.
That's true. That's true. That's what I mean. We're rooting for really all these guys. Let's keep it real. Everybody can't make it. We only can have 53. And like you said, we're about 16 on the practice squad. So,
right.
So that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, man, it's only going to be 66 guys around, So we'll see what happens, man.
Pretty much. But before we get out of here, man, if y'all got any questions, drop them in the comment box. But go ahead, Chris. My bad.
Oh, no. I'm just saying I'm rooting for all the guys. I'm looking forward to exactly what we do. I mean, guys, how many people you think we're going to keep? Well, not many people. How many safeties do you think Jeff Ulbrich and this defensive staff is going to keep? And who do you guys feel like is the odd man out? I'll ask you guys.
I'm saying 5. I put my 5. And I said, no, not to DeMarco Hellens. I can still see Kevin King jumping him because of his veteran leadership. They got to keep more than 3, Will. You got to have more than 3. I'm with Philip. Philip say 5, so I'm gonna say 5. Yeah, okay. 5 is my answer as well.
Because I'm just like, okay, if they keep 3, like for example, if they keep Bates, Fuller, so wait a minute. So it would be Bates, Watts, definitely. So it would be Bates, Watts, and Helms, not
Bates,
Fuller.
Watts, and Fuller. If they kept 3, and Mix City, they probably could keep them all. Especially if they thrive on special teams. But again, you got to think about guys like Kadera Hodge, guys like Agnew, who also special team guys. So that factors into it. You talk about Keith Taylor, the cornerback. He's a special teams guy. So all of that factors in the special teams.
Okay, I mean, if they keep 4 safeties, and that definitely means that Kevin King is going to be there because you got to have a backup safety,
and you got to have a veteran in there.
You gotta, so it just, you gotta have that depth. That's what I'm looking for.
Think about it. You can't have Raymond, Malone. He's a special team guy as well. Yes. But you got to have another veteran back there along with Fuller and Bates, and I think Kevin King will be that 3rd guy, while the other 2 guys in Xavier Watson and Marco Hellens continue to try to gradually grow. Kevin King could possibly go to the practice squad, possibly. I could see it. Yeah, he was there last year. He actually got cut and came back.
You never know. That's what I'm saying.
I knew somebody was going to ask this question sooner or later. The Kirk Cousins plan a preseason audition for other teams, or do the other 2 quarterbacks battle for number 2? Oh man, that's.
I think the other. I think
Emory Jones get cut. I'm gonna just.
Emory Jones
gonna get cut. I think.
Emory? So you keeping Easton Stick?
Think about it, Chris. They brought him in last year. Emory Jones in last year just so they could work in practice on working against these mobile quarterbacks. But now since they have a guy in Jalen Walker that can spy, these mobile quarterbacks and get there when he needs to. I think Emory Jones is expendable. Easton Stick, while he may stick around, not sure. But if I'm the Falcons, I would reach out to Teddy Bridgewater to see what his number is, so I know that I will have a viable backup. Because honestly, I still think at some point Kirk Cousins is going to get traded this season, and if he gets traded,
I don't
we
know,
have to
bro.
have a reliable backup.
I don't know if Teddy gonna lead the kids, man. I know he as we know, he invested a lot into the kids, even though he got suspended, and that's some BS. But whatever, we're not gonna get into that. It's just that'd be interesting, man. Felipe Franks is a good special
No,
teams. He also may be your emergency quarterback. Oh, I'm just joking, y'all. I'm joking. I'm
man, you
playing.
got jokes. You better
Dang,
be joking.
woo,
Yeah,
I'm
you
playing.
on that bullshit.
Hey, man, I'm just throwing a little joke. See,
Yeah,
I
you
can
got to
see
work through.
five.
Yeah, I can
Yep,
keep five. Yeah, five is my number.
going with five.
That's a special number. Yeah, because like I said, I think you're going to see a lot of three safety sets this year, something that we haven't did in a while. And
Oh
with
yeah.
these versatile players at defensive back, the Falcons will come from all different directions. And now you have a guy in Jeff Ulbrich, a guy in Jerry Gray, and a guy in Raheem Morris who are not scared to be aggressive on defense. If you noticed last year when they took the reins away from Jimmy Lake, those 4 games, the Falcons
Hmm.
defense changed. They started getting
Right.
sacks, started forcing turnovers. So expect to see more of that this year. What you seen in that 4 game stretch last year, expect to see more of that this year.
And the last thing that I got for you guys, as far as with that, you think about it, man. You just said Jeff Obert. You just said Raheem Morris. Guys that were here back in 16. I'm hoping that these guys remain disciplined. I'm not even asking these guys to be motivated because you're not always going to have motivation. So I want these guys to be disciplined to understand the assignment that we got some unfinished business to really account for. We got to tend to that down.
Facts. And Chris,
Oh,
I think he'll be the nickelback anyway. I know they have D offer as the star nickel, but I can see Clark Phillips or Bowman taking that spot because both of those guys are playmakers. And there's no not to D offer, but I
yeah.
think D offer is more of a rotational guy. When he comes in as a rotational guy, he makes a bigger impact. But as far as starting, I think that's what they drafted Bowman especially for. And Phillips, I think he's a playmaker on the outside. They have him behind AJ, I think, but he's a nickel corner man. I think they will implement him more as a nickel corner. But we'll see how it turns out. But this safety room,
Please,
man,
please don't blame me either, Phil. Please take all that Felipe Franks help. You need to bottle that thing up and drop it right on Uncle Steve's front porch, and
I'm telling you,
drop it right on his front porch. Cause that's who fault is gonna be. Cause I already seen him going to church saying, "Going to pray for Felipe today. Going to pray for Felipe." So it's just like he going to pray that Felipe make the
man, you
team,
stupid.
man.
Hey
Yeah,
Ray, I love the option that we have, man. Because when you talk about versatility, they have a lot of those type
first time
players
in a
on this
long time.
team, from defensive backs to linebackers to defensive line. Yes, I said defensive line because Zach Robinson can play inside outside. Brandon Dorless can play inside outside. Alex Morgan can play inside outside. So it's just so much versatility on this team. It's going to be
Time.
fun to see how they get game plan for each game because every team is different and the way they play is different. So how they game
Matchup.
plan for these teams is going to be interesting. Exactly, matchups. Uh, Georgia Texas boy said, I don't see Brian Skinner, uh, Simon Gray, Nelson, or
Oh,
Barrow going to practice squad.
okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kobe
yeah,
Bryant.
he expected to be on 53. Yeah,
Yeah. Brian Skinner, Simeon Barrow, Joshua Gray, Nelson. Yeah, Barrett, man. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, because man, I like Barrow. I really do. I think that he is a sleeper, and he possibly could end up sliding on the team, bro. I'm telling you.
yeah.
Said who?
Last question. Our boy Travis want to know who steps up at defensive
Travis.
tackle. Uh, that's a great question. You talk about stepping up.
Mm.
Uh, I'm gonna say the rookie, the undrafted rookie, Simeon Barrow.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I just think he's going to find a way to get to the field. Just like Grady Jarrett came in 20, well, he was drafted 2015. 2015, he came in as an undrafted free agent. Well, no, fifth round pick. I'm sorry, fifth round pick. But Simeon Barrow is one of those guys I feel like can put some pressure on these veterans to help them perform better. Because when we talk about Kentavious Street, he's played very well since he's been in Atlanta. Brandon Dorless, who didn't see the field too much last year, and then Taquan Graham, who I think is on the bubble. Lakel London, who's gained weight, but I still think he's on the bubble as well.
No, he is.
Um, yeah, so I could see Simeon Barrow trying to jump to the head of the class because I just feel like it's just something about that kid watching his film. He just has that it factor, and it's
Yeah.
just for the time for the Falcons and Coach Ollie to unlock it.
Yeah, because again, like I said yesterday when we was talking about this before StreamYard with StreamYard and throughout the whole thing, God dog. But anyway, like five guys you look at are already kind of somewhat are locks. Some people could say Contavious Street is probably a lock as well. If you feel that way, so be it. But after that, man, it's wide open, I believe. So Simeon Barrow can really overtake the two guys, London and Graham, possibly even Street.
Right.
And I don't know if they're going to keep Graham and Street. Like I said that as well. So, well, I think one of those two may be
Facts.
gone. So it's all about reps, opportunities, how many oppos they're going to get and be given. Some of these undrafted guys. But if everybody gets ample opportunity to show what they got, it's time to bring out the best. And again, may the best Falcon player get their jersey.
And some of these players, they can make a name for themselves in the preseason. It don't sound like it, but trust me, a lot of these guys that undrafted or came in as free agents, they can make a name for themselves in the preseason, and they will be auditioning for other teams as well. M Dub, the franchise was good, my guy. Beanie Smith, what's up, man? Um, Tay said Simeon Rice. I'm sorry, Simeon is making a roster.
Not Simeon
So
Rice. That was another
I'm
great
thinking
player.
about a defensive end. Yeah, yeah. See, every time I hear the word Simeon, Rice automatically comes to mind. So
Yeah, yo,
D.
Simeon, man.
Rich said Rook is definitely getting more minutes this year. I can see him stepping up and producing. Really, D. Rich, he has no choice but to produce. They got rid of Grady, didn't want to pay him, and that that was their whole hope. So
Right.
we'll see.
Oh, real quick. Let me answer my guy. Hold on, where it is? What happened to it? It was somebody had just asked the question. Oh, Phil. Yeah, Philip Crawford. He was like, when was the last time an undersized D line dominated? Well, the
Great, Jared.
close well, the closest thing that we had to it as a team was the 2019 Indianapolis Colts. Now, I'm not sure if Nate Ollie was there right at that particular time, but I don't think he was. I think he was coming from another team at that time. But
I think he
still,
was in Houston at that point.
no, not yet. He was at Houston last year. You know what I'm saying? But remember,
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. So I believe he was coming off of man. He was the team. I'm trying to remember the team that he was at before he went to the Colts.
I
Ah,
can look it up right quick. Ain't no problem.
yeah, man. But like that, I don't believe that he was there. But at the same time, too, you look at undersized players, Aaron Donald, Grady Jarrett. You know what I'm saying? Those are guys that are undersized who dominated, but I know he was talking about a team, so I just trying to figure that out.
And one thing that I do know, and from looking at practice and film and things of that nature, Coach Ollie brings 16. And when you have a defensive line coach with energy, 9 times out of 10, that defensive line is going to improve. So when you have that energy, I think that's all you need. And he's a fundamentally sound coach, and you can tell that by 5, 6 guys, 7 guys having 6+ sacks. So
Mhm.
somebody's buying into what he's doing. So I hope these players buy into it.
That's right. Nate Ollie. Oh, sorry, Smitty. Nate Ollie was with the Eagles as their assistant
Eagles.
defensive line coach in 2019 and 2020.
So he Okay. Okay. So
Mm. So
that
he
kind of
so he
makes sense.
yeah, so he coached guys like Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, like some of those guys when he was there.
Right. Right.
Whew,
Yeah.
boy, I'm
6
talking
wide
this
receivers.
guy
Yeah,
don't
I can see that.
this guy don't play coach some pedigree. I mean, you think about it, these franchises he's come from. I mean, the Eagles, I mean, Colts, Texans. I mean, they're pretty. They're building themselves back up. But you know, so now he's with Atlanta. I mean, he knows these
I'm a, I'm a,
defensive lines.
I'm gonna throw a curveball right quick.
What you
I
got?
see y'all saying 6 wide receivers. I think it end up being 7, and the reason why, as I'm looking at the depth chart, we know the top 3, and then you have another in Casey Washington. I think he's number 4. Kadera
Mm,
Hart, special teams guy, which I've talked about. He's another one. I think he makes it. Jamal Agnew, return guy. He's another one. He makes it. And then the last spot is probably going to be between Chris Blair, Nick Nash, and Dylan Drummond. Everybody else is probably going to be practice squad. So
no
I think
Quincy
they keep
Skinner.
7 receivers. Practice squad.
Okay. I think Nick Nash. Out of those guys that you just said, I'm got. I want to go Nick Nash. I know we have the veteran and Chris Blair. Not trying to down him or anything. It's just I'm looking at the upside of what Nick Nash could possibly be. He's younger, cheaper. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. But the only reason why I said Chris Blair because he has experience.
yeah, of course,
He's
experience
had to
matters,
come up and do
especially in the
field
NFL.
there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I
Experience
mean
matters.
it's all about what the coaches want to do.
Yeah, at the end of
Marty
the
Marr,
day,
what's up, my guy?
what's happening? What's
Hey,
happening?
Marty Marr, hey man, you gotta come join us this season, man. I'm gonna hit you up soon.
Yes, sir.
So
Let's get it.
we're gonna talk soon,
It's gonna be
Marty.
fun. It's gonna be fun season,
Tay
man.
Hall said he saw Casey and Nash makes it. Hmm, I can see it.
Hmm.
I can see it. I
And
can
that's
see it.
right,
Yeah.
Georgia Texas boy Nate Ollie did do good with the Texans, Colts, and the Jets and the Eagles. He did good. He's done well everywhere he's been. And now he has the tall task of turning the Atlanta Falcons into the juggernaut that we believe that they could be on the defensive line, being able to mix and match, being able to have this NASCAR type deep defensive scheme or defensive line. Man, we got so many different guys that are versatile. This is so exciting, guys. I can't wait to get to training camp tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all pull up if you can to training camp. See what these Falcons are going to bring for us, this upcoming season. Training camp battles, man. This has been excellent, man.
Hey,
Excellent.
and if y'all see me tomorrow, y'all better have chicken wings in hand if y'all want to take a picture. That's all I got to say.
That man said chicken wings in hand. Can't take them nowhere, y'all.
Hey, that, that's a fair swap.
It's a
That's a
fair
fair
swap, no
swap.
sweat.
But you gotta think it. Hey, I'm saying, but you gotta think else to say before we get out of here, man. Hey,
Hey, man.
George Texas boy, I'm just saying that's a fair swap.
Hey man, just get ready for training camp, y'all. It's time. Let's all put on our helmets. Let's all lock in. Football is back. Before you know it, we're gonna be going from training camp to week 1. Just that fast now.
Hey,
So
Rod, I'm trying to find those sponsorships, man. I'm gonna get one sooner or later. Trust me. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm gonna
working
try to
on
get
one
one.
myself.
Hey, look, we working. I'm telling you, Rick Ross need to holler at the nigga, man, cause we ain't stop. Man, look, I would bring him all the business in the world.
All the business in the world.
Not that he getting it already, but I mean, but like I said, you gotta find a work before we get out of here. Or either tell people where to find you.
Hey man, A1 Forever Sports, that's the platform on YouTube. Please come over to A1 Forever Sports and like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And also catch me on the Hawks Digest. Me and Walter Pollard, we're over there doing our thing. We're on that channel, so you can definitely get all your Hawks content. No matter how big or how small, we cover it all at Hawks Digest. Also, Twitter, A1 Forever. Instagram, A1 Forever. And the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Hey man, it's been a great series, man. I'm glad we was able to knock it out just in time before training camp. So if you guys that want to go back and look at all of what we done, the only one we really didn't do was quarterbacks. But come on now, so like
We
outside,
already we already know.
yeah, that's the one we really didn't do. But it's like kind of like
Yeah, we didn't.
self-explanatory.
Yeah, we didn't do running backs either. Running backs and quarterbacks self-explanatory.
Yeah, I mean,
Keep it honest with y'all.
matter of fact, I got
Yeah,
you.
Trappers of Texas Pete. I can go with that too.
Hey,
Oh,
I like the trappies.
okay,
The
go ahead.
trappies is underrated. Trappies is underrated. But yeah, man. Okay, so
Oh
here it
yeah,
goes right
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Michael Penix,
With the bull on the front.
Kirk Cousins, whomever after that. Then you got Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, whomever after that. So hey, we just covered it, man. We just did all of that, man, and just like that, just like that.
Record time. Record time. Y'all boys
Appreciate
are
it.
talking about hot sauce. Hey Rod, we gonna hold it down for you, man. We wish you
Yeah.
could make it, man. Definitely. But we know life comes, and more important things come up, because I wanted to go Saturday, but I can't because it's my wife's birthday. So we're gonna be chilling Saturday, and like I said, I'm gonna make the best out of tomorrow, and we're gonna have fun. But y'all know where to catch me, man. It's Smitty Sports
What is
Machine
in
on
the wine?
YouTube. Also catch me at fatboyslim_21 on Twitter, because I'm always over there blowing it up. And like I said, man, we might take some pictures tomorrow, but they said no videos and all that tomorrow, so it's pictures only.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we'll see
no
how it
video.
plays out. And
We can't
me,
show
me
what's
and Chris
going on.
gonna talk to y'all in probably about we're gonna talk to y'all in probably about 18 hours, because we got to get ready and wrap it up, because
Yeah,
we got to get these outfits out, and we got to get this gas money up, and this
yeah,
lunch money.
yeah,
So
yep. All of
we
that,
gonna
all
holler,
of that, and got to
we
get
gonna
some
holler
rest
at y'all
tonight. We
soon,
all got to
man.
get up early,
Peace.
early. You hear me?